This is another episode of Who Farted with Doc and the Mexalorian. No topic in this show. Doc and the Mexalorian just talk shit, mostly. I hope you enjoy the show. All right. What's up, Mex? How you doing?
Pretty good, Doc. What's going on?
Oh, just chilling, I guess. Actually, no, not chilling. It's fucking hot in this house. And I got a fan on me. I don't know if you can hear the fan, but
You can't.
dude, it's... Huh?
I actually can't.
You can't? Okay, good.
No.
It's far enough away, but
Okay.
it's hot in the house. And I'm too cheap to start lowering the thermostat. But I mean, it's fine outside, but inside it's hot. So I'm not looking forward to summertime, that's for sure. Not in this fucking town. I hate it. But
Hate
yeah.
this town.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We need to. No.
So
Anyways. Yeah, but no, I mean, I haven't. Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. What have you been up to?
just work, hanging out, going to the beach last week.
Yeah, what beach did you go to?
Venice, actually.
Oh, for real? How's the
My
homeless
girlfriend.
situation there?
Didn't realize how bad it was until we got there. Yeah. Because like on the walk or the boardwalk, there's like these spots where like usually like the people just sit.
Mm-hmm.
It was all tents.
Yeah.
And all like people just sleeping. And I feel so bad. Like we ended up getting some pizza, eat, and like giving half of it to a couple that was like in a tent. So it's just like, damn, like it's really it's really different over there. Like I said, I didn't realize because like last month we went to Pismo, and she even said like really beautiful there, and Venice is beautiful, really beautiful at Pismo, and just like really small, but nothing there. And I like no, she was right. Like a huge homeless problem in Venice.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But it's just because it's like right next to LA. So
yeah, I know, and it's terrible in LA.
Yeah.
But do the homeless there at Venice, do they like take shit in the sand and then like bury it like cats? Or
I don't know, because the morning they were like cleaning the shit literally out of the like bathrooms and the sidewalks. Like there's cleaning crews just spraying everything down, and the people that were cleaning the restrooms were decked out in almost like fucking radioactive like fucking nuclear gear, or just about to fucking clean that shit.
But like there's not a lot of things that I really feel, I don't know, like I don't care about saving whales, and I don't care about a lot of things. Like they're not that then, but to me, like the homeless issue is something that I'm like, how can you solve that? I saw it wasn't a documentary, but it was like it was a YouTube video about like the homeless problem. And one of the things that they had talked about was that really homelessness started to, take off when we shut down all of the mental institutions, right? And you think about all of these homeless people, a lot of them, they're on drugs, and some of them are just, financially, like they get, they're down and out. They have no job or this or that, or can't afford to live. And you sure shit can't afford to live in LA. But, it's a lot of the problems, it comes from mental, right? Like it's a mental issue. And I don't know, man. I think about it a lot. I think about like, how do you solve this problem? And I watch some videos on YouTube about people trying to do something for the homeless, and a lot of time they'll have like little communities and stuff like that they'll have for them. And one of the key things though is that they have to stay clean as far as like drugs, and then they have to like have like mental evaluations and things like that. So I mean, I think that that's all I don't know. I think that that's all important. So, but I think about the homeless stuff a lot. And then also too, one thing I could never understand is like how people like homeless people would get to Hawaii. Like I could understand if you were homeless, like if you were in Hawaii first and then you became homeless, but like how are you traveling to Hawaii? You know, like yeah, because there's a lot of homeless people there too.
That
And
that they got there
yeah, they
after
got.
being homeless.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like
Huh.
they look like pros. You know, so
They just fucking switched someone's suitcase with them.
yeah, yeah. But did you? There's a video I saw of the mole people in Vegas. Have you ever heard
My
of that?
bad. What did you just say?
A video I just saw. What do you think I said?
Some no, never mind. Like go on. Go on.
I don't know what you heard, but
No, give me a second. My head today so far. I don't know what you said at the start of that, but it got my attention. And earlier, I went and got a breakfast burrito, but the lady on the intercom, like it was so staticky. All I heard is, and I was like, can I get a bacon breakfast burrito? I had no, like she could have said we're closed, fuck off, and I was just like,
yeah,
yeah, can I get my shit? But and because like it made me laugh, and I was like dying laughing straight at like while I was ordering, and still trying to maintain like my order. And then what you just did right now, I don't know what you said at the start of that, but it got my attention.
I don't either. I'm not gonna go.
But
Back
that's
and
my
check the
bad.
tapes. No, no, it
Go on.
wasn't. It wasn't anything important. I don't think. But did you go to the normal spot for your breakfast burrito?
No, so it's called Farmer Boys,
Oh, yeah.
the burger spot.
Is it Farmer Boys or Farmer Brothers?
Oh,
Farmer Bros? I don't fucking know.
Farmers, one of them.
Yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
Farmer something.
We
They're
are
like
farmers.
yeah, dun 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 dun. They're the fried zucchini.
Mhm.
That's fucking good, dude. It's pretty good. Yeah. My wife doesn't like the place. I like it, but I
It's
don't
pretty good. It's got its ups and downs.
yeah, yeah. Their thing is usually not that bad. Their drive through, like the speaker is usually not that bad, but like the worst one, like no matter where you go, is the Sonic one. Like I don't know what the fuck they're using, but you can never hear what the hell they're saying.
They're just putting foil around their speaker, like
Yeah,
their microphone to talk
yeah.
into it.
I don't know. And
Fuck,
then because
fuck these guys.
you go to like a generic ass like drive through, you know, like a I don't know, like a local spot, right? Like those are always bad. And it's to be expected. But when you go to a chain and then their drive-through speaker is terrible, you're like, come on, you guys are making plenty of money.
Yeah.
Like, let's get
Not
into
even not even like a Jack in the Box though, but like I don't know if you've gone to Starbucks. They have the full fucking FaceTime fucking screens, dude. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, man. Yeah, you
Or
can
but that's for like sign language, I think.
oh, did
But
they?
that's yeah, that's still cool.
Yeah.
No, because I think they have it like if someone comes with sign language or that only uses sign language,
Yeah.
they could flip the screen to where it's like FaceTime and make their order that way.
Have you ever seen people like two deaf people arguing? Like fighting in sign language, not fist fighting, but like having an
No,
argument.
have you though?
Yes, it's fucking awesome. Like just you can
Really?
see the anger in their face, and then their hands are flailing all over the place. You're like, wow, this is amazing. Seen it happen twice. Like one time is something special, but twice I saw it twice. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. And I'm thinking like, how do you yell in sign language? Like, do you like do a thumbs up and like, or do you hold your hands up higher? I don't know. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. Yeah, no, I've seen it happen twice, and it was pretty.
That's fucking
pretty
awesome
cool.
though.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody should probably like try to live in the shoes of somebody with a disability at some point in time. I mean, you can't if somebody's like their legs are amputated, then you can't live in their shoes. You have to live in their wheelchair. But
say if they buy the shoes and say you could use them, then yeah, you could use their shoe or wear their shoes.
and so that's so fucked up what I just said. But you know what? Nobody's listening to this anyways. So who gives a shit. I mean, if they come back, like this will be the thing, right? That we get canceled for, right? Like all this cancel culture bullshit. They're like he said something
In
about
5 years.
yeah, God, in 20 years. Nobody's gonna listen to this thing.
5 years.
5 years?
Give us a
all
mark.
right.
Give
All
us a
right.
mark, Doc. God damn it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna say something else stupid. I mean,
Oh, please, dude. You? Me too.
yeah, I know,
Fuck.
right? Yeah. So okay, so you had talked about the cigarette story, and okay, so I will tell the story, but I will try my best not to name names. So all right, so you remember our manager, and
Yes.
she smoked, and she was not liked by one of my friends there, who was also in a supervisor role, and he decided that he was going to play a little trick on her, and he stuck the cigarette butt end into his butt, so it was butt to butt, and he stuck it in his butthole, one of her cigarettes, and then took it out and put it back in the pack. So the next day I come up and I ask him, I'm like, dude, did she smoke the cigarette? And then he's like, she quit. I'm like, what? Yeah, she quit. Today was the first day she was quitting. She's not even going to be smoking anything. I'm like, serious? She's got a patch and everything. I'm like, all right. So then later on in the day, she's like, I can't take it anymore. She like takes the patch off and she goes out and she smokes. And then she comes back in and I hear the conversation between her and him. And she's like, that cigarette, he was like, how was that cigarette? And she's like, it tasted kind of funny. And then he was like, maybe it was because you'd been using the patch too. So it just seemed weird. And then I was dying laughing. I had to leave. And it was just so funny. I mean, that same manager was something else. Like, you remember, okay, I'm going to tell the story of the time that the African-American woman came in, had never been to our pizza place before, and was looking for some food to eat. And that same manager who had smoked the ass cigarette, that same manager, she says to this African-American woman, at a pizza place where we have so many different things, we've got pizza, we've got wings, we've got a salad bar. And she says the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, we've got fried chicken. The fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're going to lead with fried chicken at a fucking pizza place. Like, why would you do that? Like, say, we have pizza, we have wings, we have chicken and wedges and salad, so many different things. But you said fried chicken. You didn't even say chicken. You just said fried chicken. And I remember Chris, it was okay. Well, I said his name, but the dude who was also an African-American gentleman, he was dying laughing. He came outside and he's crying. And then the other dude who was running the fry station, he heard it too, and he's like, oh hell no. And he is also an African-American gentleman, and he was pissed. So you got the one dude outside cracking up, the other dude who's pissed, and now he's yelling at the manager who's completely clueless. And all this time, the customer's still just staring at the menu, not even bothering to, like, acknowledge the fact that the manager said something that was like low-key racist, but the manager had no idea, because I'm pretty sure the manager was autistic. It was on some kind of spectrum. She definitely was.
100%.
But that was crazy. The I don't know if I ever told you the story of that one guy that did stick the cigarette up his butt.
No, you did.
No, he had there was somebody there was one person that would come in the morning and then clean the bathrooms and like just clean up and whatever. And he did not like this person. So every night before we would leave, we would close, he would go into the party room, the bathroom in the party room, and he would take the biggest shit. And then he would use so much toilet paper and just do his best to get that thing clogged up. So like every morning she would come in and have to clean up his shit. And I'm like, all right, man, you do you. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not the one cleaning it up. So, but yeah, he I don't know. He was cool. He was fun to talk to, and his stories were pretty epic. I'm sure there's more I could tell you, and I'm sure there's more I have told you.
I remember one where I tell this one to some people, because I mean it's true and it's more or less a fact. But if you keep your like the pitcher at a really cold state and it falls, it won't shatter right away. But the second time, it's gonna shatter. Yes. And I remember you telling me that guy just looks at it, he's like, "Oh, that was cool," and drops it again, and just fucking breaks.
Yeah. He dropped it once. Accidentally, he like knocked it over. He's like, that thing didn't even break. He's like, man, these things must be like unbreakable. I'm like, I don't know, dude. And so then he goes and he picks it up, and then he drops it, and he's like, fuck. He's like, I guess they break. And then I can't remember if he cleaned it up or if he made somebody else clean it up. I'm not sure. I think
hey, fucking bitch broke bitch.
Yeah. So it was funny, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stories. He was my favorite to work with as far as
just the fucking. I remember just one more real fast.
Okay.
I remember you told me that fucking guy would drink, and at the end of the night one day was like on his way home and got in a car chase. Huh? And or someone did no one do this? I remember you saying someone got in a car chase with a cop and peeled into a driveway, turned their car off, and the cop just drove by.
Yeah, actually that was a different dude at a different pizza place. Yeah. I mean, he could like that guy could have been, he could have been telling me bullshit. But
okay,
but yeah,
okay, because I would believe it from that guy that you were just telling the stories from. But if it's a different guy, then I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was that was a different thing. Yeah, he was. It wasn't like a legit like car chase. It was more like they
just seen him and then and they pursued him.
Yeah, like they had the lights on, like because he was speeding, and then he saw the cop and he's like fuck, and then so he like the lights turn on, the cop flips a bitch, and then he turns into the neighborhood, and then ends up going like deep into the neighborhood, and then like parking in the driveway and just laying low. So
the real story was probably that he passed the parked cop car and was too drunk to realize it was parked and sped off.
Yeah. It wasn't. There was nobody in it. Yeah. So there was lights and everything. You sure that you didn't hit your head? So yeah. No, that was yeah. And there's plenty of work stories, man. And I mean, we don't. Just so anybody who is listening to this, there is no topic today. We're just shooting the shit. It's been a while since me and you have talked, so I figure no topic. But I mean, we're kind of on work stories. Do you have any work stories that you can think of that you can actually talk about?
Did I say I was almost raped at work delivering pizzas? Shouldn't say raped so hard though. Because it wasn't like they touched me. But no, I remember I came back and I told you guys, but like it was you and this other guy that was pretty chill, and you guys were both just like, you almost got raped. No, I got to the place and it was like a retirement like area.
Yeah.
And this old lady walks up with I'm assuming nothing but a robe.
Yeah.
holding like clinching it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's gonna be this much. And she's like, oh, I left my money. Can you come inside? And I was just like, nope, not allowed to do that. Nope.
Yeah.
So she went, got the money, gave it. I just gave her the pizza. I walked away. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I got back and I told you guys, and both of you guys were just like, you almost got fucked. like
Yeah.
you went in there, you weren't coming back.
She's gonna offer you some tea. Would you like some tea? And then slip you a
I would have
roofie.
taken the tea too. God damn it.
She just slip you a roofie. You're like all passed out. We hear some, hear on the news that you've been you've been missing and all this other shit. The old people, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them, man.
They're fucking some other type of way, man.
They don't give a fuck, man. They will answer the door in the least amount of clothes. It's like they want to give you a story or they want to, give you a hand job. I don't know, but old people, so weird.
Did I ever tell you about the couple that invited me in though? I'm pretty sure they were doing coke just like right in that next room because I peek over and everyone's just having a fucking party.
Sure wasn't Parmesan cheese?
Nah.
Do they come in the little packets? No? Okay.
It's a clear packet, but
yeah. So cut this Parmesan cheese with a credit card, motherfucker. It's good. In junior high, kids at my junior high used to snort pixie sticks. Like, what the fuck? And then I asked them, like, does it do anything for you? And they're like, just gives me a headache. I'm like, why the fuck would you do it then? You're stupid. But anyways, these people were doing coke. Go on.
No, they invited me to stay around, but I was like, fuck, man, this is probably the coolest part. It was in that fucking big gated community too.
Are you talking? Yeah. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
They're on the left side. Oh, go on.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hey, let me pause this real quick, okay?
Okay, sounds fun.
Because my dog needs to take a shit.
No worries. Hope he's okay.
All right, I'm back. Yeah. We were talking about work stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have too many. Like, the pizza place didn't have a lot of stories from me. Like, I've had like an old. I've had an old lady like answer the door in a bikini. Like, that was
nice.
No. A 70-year-old woman has no business wearing a bikini. Like, none.
There's all the business.
Oh, no. Oh, God. No, it was terrible.
Did I ever tell you about the one where I mean, she kind of made me feel like I was the problem?
What?
So I fucking get to work at 5, right? My first order, like the first order is like 5:20. I get there.
Okay, wait, hold on. The customer made you think that you're the problem, or the manager?
Well, I mean, in society.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, God. Okay, go on.
So she comes to the fucking door with like this lingerie that's like tight around. It's like a dress that's tight around her body, goes all the way down to her thighs, covers up, but her cleavage is cut out in a fucking shape of a heart.
Okay.
So my fucking 21-year-old ass just fucking looks up and down, just like my eyes about drooling. She was hot.
Okay.
And she catches me.
Wait,
and she goes,
hold on. Just to clarify, this isn't an old woman. This is
this is like 30s something.
Okay. All right then.
And like I said, I'm checking her out. She catches me, and she just goes, ugh, and hands me the thing that she just signs, and pretty much like she didn't tell me to buzz off, but she just like slams the door in my face. I'm just like, bitch, you ordered the pizza and dressed up like that. You knew I was coming. Like,
yeah.
Why are you gonna look like that? Look fucking, I mean, she's fucking looking good. Like, I'm sorry, but I know it's a old way to be like, that's a compliment, and it's kind of fucked up, but you ordered a pizza at 5 p.m. And came to the door like that.
The thing that happened more times than I wanted it to was the times that sweaty dudes would answer the door.
At least when I check them out, they don't get mad.
Yeah. Well, when like sweaty dudes would answer the door and all they're wearing is shorts and they look like they're out of breath I'm like, you guys were fucking, weren't you? Like
Oh,
you ordered a pizza. You knew I was gonna be here within the next 30 minutes. Like, why? I mean,
yeah.
what are you like race? Do you like racing the clock? Is that what it is? I don't understand like why people will do that. Like I can understand if like you're taking a shit, like it happens. Sometimes you can't help it. Like it just happens. You got to take a shit. But if you're gonna decide to
Wait. Take a
fuck,
shit and then okay, and then get the pizza.
well, no, I mean like if I'm waiting for somebody because they were taking a shit, and
Oh, I
they come to the door, they come to the door and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry if you had to wait, man. I was taking a dump." Okay, all right, I understand that. But if you come to the door, you're sweaty and you're in your shorts and you're all out of breath, most of the time I'm gonna think that you're fucking and
yeah.
not taking a shit. So
What
I
if
mean,
it's
I've
just in a
taken
really
shit.
like hardcore D&D match, man?
Sure, yeah. I mean, no, more like S&M. If
That's
there's anything, there's S&M. I don't know. It's just it. Yeah, I don't understand why people would do that. You know?
When you said taking a shit, my mind thought you were still like, I don't know how people could just race the clock and get it all like that. I'm just like, I could see, or I could see when you're taking a shit. And I was just like, wait, what? Because I thought you meant like you're getting it on while you're taking a shit,
Oh, yeah.
while you're
No,
waiting for a pizza.
there are people who do that. So
Well, yeah, there are, but while you're waiting for pizza, there's too
yeah,
much things going on in your life.
yeah.
You got too much shit going on.
There's some nasty sexual things about like taking a dump while. I mean, you know
No,
about
I mean,
the dirty Sanchez, right?
yeah, and the Blumpkin,
Yep, Blumpkin. Yeah,
get a blowjob while you're
yeah.
taking shit.
No, I don't want to. Like my shit's nasty, dude. Like I have a terrible diet.
Mine varies,
Yeah,
so yeah, I
I'm
could see
not
because
gonna.
if it's stinking, I don't want to put them through that. That's
No, I
fucked
want
up.
the door closed. Even when I'm alone and I'm taking a dump, I still have the door closed.
Yeah,
You
mine's
know?
wide open.
Yeah. No. Although I do have a fear that I'm gonna die like Elvis. So I used to lock the door when I took a dump. Now I leave it unlocked just in case, like the paramedics need to come in and get my bloated dead carcass off the ground. I don't want them to have to break in the bathroom door too. But
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to die like Elvis with my pants around my ankles and taking a dump.
and that's
So
how he died.
what? Yeah, yeah. But he had so many drugs in his system, and apparently, like he had so much, like the drugs he was taking was making him constipated. He had so much crap in his bowels. It was just,
Damn.
yeah, it was awful. He died in not a not a superstar way. Like, I mean, he was like the biggest thing in music, and it was a bad death. Like other people who have had
Didn't you hear about the conspiracy theories on him though?
what, that he's still alive.
Well, that he was until like 2020 or no 2012, 2012 or 2013, something like that.
I'm sure. Yeah,
But
and like
he had died under bridge, like a highway or freeway, whatever, in San Diego.
okay, yeah.
Um,
Well,
but
I
go
really
on.
don't
Sorry.
think that he was alive. I did end up
I just
seeing
like
some.
theories like that.
Oh yeah.
I just like it, love it,
Well,
better or worse.
they're saying that he was like one of the things was that he was like a gospel singer or something like that in some southern state. And I saw videos on YouTube of this guy who was allegedly Elvis, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you, dude. I like those kind of conspiracies. They're fun. Like the one with where Stevie Wonder's actually not blind. Have you ever heard of that
Yeah,
one? Yeah, that one's fantastic. I love it. Those are conspiracies that don't hurt anybody. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So and then there's nobody is nobody feels like they're the idiot for not believing or for believing. They're innocent conspiracies. Those I like.
Hmm.
But man, I'll get down some rabbit holes, man, on YouTube, like all these like blood sacrifices and like all
Gay
of these
frogs.
gay frogs. No, man, gay hip hop artists, like so and so had to suck a dick in order to get a record deal. I'm like, I don't doubt that. So,
Yeah.
like I honestly, like I don't think like any musician That's like, or actor or actress. I'm thinking they had to suck a dick at some point in time in order to, to get where they're at, you know. So I mean,
Well, I mean, fuck it. Like, look at Terry Crews. I feel bad for the guy, but like, didn't he say he was sexually assaulted by uh, a male?
who?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like he wasn't.
He wasn't fucked or anything, but
No, like I
didn't he
think
get
it.
touched?
Yeah, he got touched inappropriately. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's still fucked.
yeah, I mean that's yeah, it is pretty fucked up, and I mean, dude, like that will like mess with your head,
Hmm.
So I don't. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a. I know that Hollywood and entertainment is um, it is a dark place. So I don't. I know like a lot of people they get mad at some, like some people get mad at like Disney, right? Because Disney will have certain they support certain things. Like, well, I'm not going to support them because, they support this thing that I don't support. Or the same thing like when Target or Walmart was talking about having like these unisex bathrooms or something like that, and it's like, well, I'm not going to shop at Target anymore. And my thought is, do you know how many companies and how like that Disney owns? Like Disney owns all these different companies.
Hmm.
So you're going to tell me that you're going to boycott all things Disney? Then that means you're not going to do any Marvel movies. You're not going to do any, like Star Wars is now out of the question, and like all
Hmm.
these different. And that's just like the entertainment stuff, but they have so many other ones. Come on, man, you can't boycott everything because there's only like 5 companies that own fucking everything.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to draw a line at some point in time. It's like it's the same thing like with Michael Jackson, whether he touched kids or didn't. That's I don't know. Like I think that this is you have to separate the artist from who they are as a person, right? So like Thriller was still a great album, so
Hmm.
it was still great songs. Like the same thing with like R. Kelly or Chris Brown or all these other musicians. Like most of the musicians are assholes. Like how
Yeah.
many times, I mean, you're in the music industry, I guess you could say, but I mean, you play in a band, and how many times have you like met an artist and them as a person, they're like a bag of shit, but like the music is fucking amazing. I mean, it's just you have to separate, and you really can't boycott everything that someone does or a company does, because you don't agree with their politics or who they are as a person. So I mean, I don't know. That's just my point of view. But I'm off my soapbox now.
No.
So you know, yeah. But I don't know. Yeah.
Uh, I think it's just dumb to hold your political views so high to where it's just like, nope, no, I'm not gonna watch this or watch a movie. Especially like for me, it's just like I don't care what anyone wants to do with their life. Like,
Yeah.
just don't fucking shove it down my literal throat. I don't care about watching a fucking movie about stuff I don't really like. Like if it's good, I'll enjoy it. If it's bad,
Exactly.
I'll fucking tell you it's bad.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the uh women driven movies lately haven't been great.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like I mean, dude, the female Ghostbusters, fuck off with that.
Did you watch
That's
it?
yeah, that's why they fucking rebooted the fucking series with the sequel. It's idiots, man. Like that's what they should have just done in the first place.
Yeah.
But that no, let's do a fucking female version.
I wanted it to be good.
Make
I
it
haven't seen
good.
it.
Like
Yeah.
make it very good. Don't just have it be like, no, it's women. That means it's good. Make it
Well,
good too. Put like you had a good cast. Make
yeah.
why is it not funny? Why is it not
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
They actually had a pretty good cast.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, like I remember when I was in this comedy group. We did sketch comedy, and it was offensive, right? And that was the whole that was the whole like gimmick,
offensive
was
shit.
that it was offensive, right? Like, race, religion, sexuality, all that stuff. It was all, we were poking fun at everything, like South Park does, right?
Mhm.
But I got tired of it because I felt like they were just trying to be offensive to be offensive, and they weren't trying to be funny, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, I felt like, okay, let's be funny, but if it happens to be offensive, okay, that's fine. But let's not be offensive and try to make it funny, you know? I mean, I think that Always Sunny, I feel like they do things they talk about offensive stuff.
They do crazy shit.
Yeah. But they've also created characters that you hate, but you
Yeah.
love, right? You love to hate them. And they're like the worst fucking people in the world. So they can get away with that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
And I mean, it's the same thing like with South Park. Like they've created these characters in this universe to where they could just poke fun at everything. And I love the fact that South Park will poke fun at everything, whether you are on one side of the fence or another side of the fence. Like, they hit you on both sides,
Yeah.
So I like that. And and then you were talking about like people shoving shit down your throat as far as like their opinions and stuff. Like, I don't, yeah, I'm cool with people having their opinion. If they want to boycott something, or if they don't agree with something, that's fine. But don't preach about it,
Mhm.
and don't be pissed off at me because I still want to go to Disneyland with my family, you know.
Yeah.
Don't be pissed off at me because, oh well, you're not gonna you're gonna go there, you're gonna shop at Target even though they do this and that. Yeah, because Target's up the street from me and I'm gonna go there. I don't I don't care. I need to get some towels or some games or something like that. So whatever. But yeah, I think for me, like, I just don't like preachy. I don't mind people having an opinion. I think everybody should feel free to say their opinion, but have a discussion, not get all butthurt. Like, that's the thing
Yeah.
about the politics, that I was getting sucked in again to the whole political landscape, and I know you were too.
Mhm.
The thing that just drove me nuts is like that everybody, like people on the left and people on the right were so hell bent on hating the other side, you know, and it's like, why? Like, we're just trying, like, why can't we have a conversation?
Yeah.
Why can't we agree to disagree? And I don't know. It's just bad. And then the other thing too is like, here in America, we complain about, I don't know, we got it so much easier here in America than other countries. And like,
Yeah.
and then the people here in America are, I don't know, I think that we're kind of, I think that I feel like Americans think that their shit doesn't stink. And
Yeah.
like, you go to another country and they're going to be like, fucking Americans, like they think that they're so great, and anybody that is listening to this and like, well, if you don't like America, then go to another country. No, man, I'm cool with what we have. I'm just trying to say that, like,
Here's
other countries,
my
yeah,
thing on that too though is that, like, yeah, 100% Americans do act like their shit don't stink,
yeah,
but I'm more or less that too. To the point,
yeah.
to the point where, because it's like, and then, I mean, motherfucker, we helped out. We helped out World War II, like USA, like
Yeah,
it's just like we, I don't know, like we just put on that, like, anywhere we go, like we belong there because, like, I don't know, like we feel like maybe we've helped everyone so much, even though, like, literally we really don't. You know what I mean, though?
yeah,
Especially someone that actually goes to, like, a third world country to, like, help or something. Like I don't. You don't know what these fucking people actually do when they go to like I don't want to specifically say any country and we're all got a name, but like I said, a third world country, and all they do is like take pictures of themselves with the native, like the locals.
Yeah. Selfies and shit, and yeah,
Yeah, and then when they come back, they're just like, yeah, we were helping them. It's just like, all right, but were you though? Like, I don't know. And like they get so high and mighty about that. Like everywhere else they go, they're just like, oh yeah, I'm such a peace loving. I help
yeah,
everyone around the world. Blah blah blah. So it's just like sometimes it's like that, and sometimes it's just the whole macho bravado thing of just like, yeah, we fucked like everyone else that had to deal with like fucking you guys up. Like we deserve to be here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
just like a mix of those. Like, but yeah, no, you're right. Like people act like that here, and you get it just at places that you work. Like if you work retail, like people act like their shit don't stink there. It's just like they're
yeah.
fucking assholes, dude.
Well, and then like even if you work at like, I mean, like say you work at a like you work at like a high-end store, and then you're gonna, like people there are gonna think that like, oh well, I work here in Beverly Hills and you work at a Walmart. Come on. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, I gotta like I work at Walmart, I gotta deal with shit. Like literally gotta deal with shit because some dude just took a dump in a, in aisle A13, or working at Home Depot. It's like, no, somebody used one of these toilets as an actual toilet. I'm sure that happened.
That's got it.
I haven't talked to anybody there, but I need to ask. Like, I need to go down to Home Depot and like,
I'm
be
sure
like,
there's been innocent ones where just kids get on them and take a shit.
oh yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
not just like a fucking grown ass man, but probably homeless people too.
Yeah, maybe. You know what I don't like about Home Depot? First of all, I don't know how to fix anything. So that's one of my problems. I walk in, I'm like, man, if I was like a man's man, this would be great, but I don't know a fucking thing about any of this stuff, And then, but like, so I don't know how to fix anything, so it's not really that great. But the other thing I don't like is it feels like when you walk up to somebody who, like one of the employees there, like as you're walking towards them, it's like they notice you and they're like, oh shit. And then they like try to take off,
Yeah.
and then if you end up talking to somebody, they're like,
It's
I'm
like
on
they're
my,
paid to play hide and seek.
yeah. Or they'll be like, hey man, I'm sorry, but I would help you, but it's a shift change right now. So I'm just leaving, but somebody will be here to help you in a minute. It's like 30 minutes later, I'm standing in the same fucking place. I'm like, I don't see anybody that's gonna help me. Like everybody's always busy, but I don't think they're busy helping anyone. Like Home Depot sucks like that. I haven't been to Lowe's in forever, so I wouldn't even know, but I'm sure it's the same shit there. I remember one time though, I walked into a Walmart and I asked the lady, I'm like, hey, can you tell me where the ice chests are at? And she's like, I'm on my break. I'm like, I didn't tell you to guide me and walk me over to this place. Just tell me what aisle it's on, and then I'll go. I don't need you to hold my hand. I know how to walk. I know how to read. I asked you, where is it? Like, not show me the way. So I was just so pissed off. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you're on your break. When I worked in retail, I was on my break all the time helping people.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, it's not, yeah. And if I'm an idiot and I decide to wear a red shirt at Target, then you know what? I'm gonna still help people. Like, even if I don't work there. That's happened before. Like I used to work at a pizza place where our shirts were red.
Are you serious?
Yeah, our shirts were red. We had red shirts at this pizza place, and then I had to go to Target after work to pick something up. And somebody asked me, like, do you know where this is? I'm like, I don't work here, but I think I know where it's at, so I'll help you. So like I went and I took them to, to where I thought it was, and yeah, I think I helped them out. Yeah, but I mean that's what I would do.
I just thought like they're asking for where like the fucking like a filter would be, and you take them to the underwear.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know any of this. Yeah,
I got really lost. I thought I knew where I was going.
Yeah,
did not. My bad. You have a good day though.
they're like, They're like, this isn't what I'm looking for. I'm like, well, I don't work here, so I don't know what to
I
tell you.
told you that when we started, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. If I worked here, maybe I would know. But then I go, then I get called into the break room, or to HR calls me. They're like, you're doing a terrible job, and yeah. Listen, I don't fucking work here, man. Just because I'm wearing a red shirt. Yeah, I hate the uniforms. Uniforms always suck. And then I hated them at the pizza places. Like, yeah, no, it wasn't. And the worst thing though is a name tag. Do you have to wear a name tag where you're at?
No, not anymore.
Okay, good. Because I used to have to wear a name tag. I mean, technically, I was supposed to wear a name tag every place I worked at, but I stopped because some dude's like, hey, "Come on, man," and he's like saying my name. He's like, "Come on, Doc. You know, me and you go back." I'm like, "I've never seen you before in my life. I'm like, I'm not gonna waive your late fee on your stupid fucking movie just because you happen to know my name because you could read it." Like, so after that, never again. Didn't do it. So, that was when I worked at that drugstore. We rented movies out. It was so crazy,
Yeah.
man. It was crazy. We rented out movies, and we also had a mailing center for packages, and we were trying to do everything. I'm surprised we didn't have like a moving service, or like like just all kinds of a massage area in the back. Like, we had a photo department. The photo department was interesting. I worked there.
Just keep thinking of random jobs that you could be doing at this place.
Yeah, man.
Just oiling someone up for their fucking fitness like
Yeah, we
what
had
is it called?
a weight room. We had a weight room in the back.
Did you really?
No,
Oh,
God, no, no way.
look to your right there because I thought you did.
Yeah, it had a hibachi grill on one of them. It was like, yeah, somebody throwing onions at each other. Yeah, no, it was a wild time, man. There was a Subway in the back by the pharmacy. Uh,
Fucking hell, man.
yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah. Eat fresh? No, that's not fresh. I guarantee you it's not fresh. Like, did a farmer drop this shit off? No, it's not fresh. Like, I know it's not. And then how can they even say eat fresh after it came out that their tuna fish wasn't even fish? Like, did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. So like somebody was questioning whether or not the tuna in their tuna fish sandwiches was actually tuna, because I guess they felt that it tasted off. And so they took it to a lab and checked it out. It's not even fish. It's not even like it's a different fish other than tuna, and they just made it taste like tuna. It's not even fish. So like this whole time, anybody that's going to get a tuna fish sandwich, I don't know what to tell you, but it's not tuna or any other fish. So yeah, like you can't say eat fresh. And then it's gotta really suck for Subway that their spokesperson that they had forever was touching children. So,
Damn.
did you know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared. Yeah. He's like, these are my old pants. And you see some little kid pop his head out of it as he's holding them up. You're like, whoa. I guess there were signs, right? Like, we should have known this. Like, yeah, that's crazy. And then, but okay, I wonder, like, was he always like a kid toucher, or was he like,
I
was
was
this
gonna say
after he got?
there is a fucking commercial of him just like, all right, kids, find the 6 inch.
Yeah.
And he lifts up his arms and they just fucking search for his pants.
Yeah. Oh God, that's gross.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about, man. I think we've been shooting the shit for a while now,
Yeah, it's been nice.
and I know we haven't really.
I lost my train of thought because I was gonna say something,
Yeah.
and then I came back to the wait, what you were talking about. Fuck.
That's all right, man. As far as like like nothing's been happening with me because I've been home and I have been doing nothing. Like I've because I told you that I told you about my work related injury, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like my elbows are all messed up because of I'm blaming COVID. It's a COVID related. It's COVID. Uh but yeah, because I mean I have to clean at work. And
Mhm.
so because of COVID, like I've had to clean extra and like above and beyond what we would normally do. And then it's not like we invented more time to do it in. We didn't create more time. So I've got
Yeah,
to do all this extra cleaning in the same amount of time as I had before.
yeah,
So it's like you have to haul ass, and I'm just like wiping down everything, and my elbows just got fucked, and they were bad beforehand because of work. And like seriously, like I can't open a jar at this point. Like I'm trying to, like I go to like lift up my coffee mug, and like that I could barely do that. Like I can't I mean I have trouble scratching my ass. So it's just terrible. I have to I can't even wipe my butt. So I have to hose it off. So I got out in the backyard. I'm hosing it off. I got to get a bidet, but and which makes it difficult, when I'm hosing it off in the backyard because the dog keeps trying to snap at the water that. He's like, I'm like, you get in my butt. It's terrible though because I live next to a school, so I have to do it when school's not in session. So,
just spray it up towards the kids.
yeah, no, God, yeah, shit water. It's just, yeah, it's like, yeah, the elbows. I don't know what the deal is. So hopefully they'll get taken care of. But other than that, man, like I haven't done jack squat. So I've been treating it like it's a fucking vacation. I'll tell you what, man. If I was retired, oh, I would thrive. I know people are like, oh, I get bored. Not me, man. Not me. I'm good. Like I've been playing Grand Theft Auto again. And then I've been watching YouTube and watching TV. And I just, yeah, like I think I'm made for retirement. like retirement is my jam. I can't wait.
Nope.
But and I wouldn't even spend that much money because I don't go anywhere, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta find a job where I do that, where it's just like I'm just retired. Like I wish I could test like couches or something, you know.
I was gonna say security.
Security? Nah,
Yeah.
because then you do have to get up. Like every once in a while, shit happens. I'll tell
Yeah.
you which security job would be like a cush job, man. Would
No,
be
dude, I walked by Food Max the other day, and I drove by, I turned around or turned a little bit. God damn. And I see this guy, he's just chilling on the register watching TV or
yeah.
watching his phone.
I went into a bank one time and I saw the security guard. That dude was in his 70s or 80s. And
Yeah.
he looked like, you remember that remember those Six Flag commercials with that old man that danced?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's what this guy looked like. He was all just like squatty and whatever and
Just go get
hunched
that
up.
job.
Yeah, but I'm like, you're at a bank, right? Shit could go down at a bank. Who the fuck is that guy protecting, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is he securing? Nothing. Like nothing. I bet you anything, his underwear is probably not even securing his his saggy balls.
Soggy, saggy nuts.
Yeah, I mean they could be soggy. I mean, maybe because
they could be.
if he's sitting down to go to the bathroom, then you know that they're dipping into the toilet. So it could be soggy. I'm just saying. Maybe I didn't misspeak.
Yeah.
As an old man who is getting closer and closer to dipping in that bowl, yeah, I know how it is. But I don't know. The security guard, man, I think the one that I would like if I was going to be a security guard is I'd want to be the one that is like, the the farms, like the groves and stuff. They just have somebody like riding through like on a quad or like in a truck, and they just like they go up and down, making sure that there's nobody in the fields.
Yeah.
You know, stealing stuff. I wouldn't even care if they were stealing anything. I'd be like, fuck it, man. I'm watching YouTube. Like, I don't like, whatever.
He actually hit the farmer's kid.
No, man, they go out at night. There's a well, maybe the kid is out at night trying to steal almonds. I don't know. But
just trying to fuck his girlfriend, and you run them both over.
Nah, everybody here in this town's got allergies. There's no way anybody's like, that's not.
No, true. You're right. I thought we were talking about a perfect world.
Yeah, in a perfect world. And then, speaking of like fucking in weird places, like, why would anybody want to? Like, have you ever seen those movies where they're like having sex on the beach? Like, who wants to have sex on the beach? Like, even when you don't have your clothes on, you get sand in places you don't want it. Why would you want to do that? Like, dude, and then it has. No, you might as well just like take sandpaper and then like shove it up in your orifices. Like, it's just, I don't understand that. Like, that's weird. It's weird to me. Like, just do it at your house, do it on the bed or the couch or in the car. I don't understand why you want to do it in the car, like not in the front seat. I don't understand why dudes want roadhead. Like, I'm trying to focus on the road. Like, the last thing I need is to hit a pothole and to get my dick bit off. Like, I don't need that kind of like anxiety, you know?
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Like, yeah, no. And then like you'll see like people have sex in like public restrooms. That's gross, dude. I've been to public restrooms. That's dirty.
People are using the ones that you use.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's terrible. Like, there's shit everywhere.
After you?
No, not me. I take listen, I know how disgusting I am.
I'm just kidding.
And if I make a mess, I'm gonna clean it up. If I piss on the seat, I'm gonna clean it up. Right. I mean, that's my job anyways. You know, I'm trying to look out for the other people that, you know, have to do the same thing that I do. Yeah, but sometimes it's just a lost cause. Like, have you ever been to like just like any rest stop on the I-5? You go to one of those, you're like, oh my God, like some of them look like crime scenes.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, yeah, it's like you're in the men's restroom and like, why does it look like there's an abortion on the floor? Like, this is the men's restroom.
That reminds me of
somebody died here.
Fucking high school, we went to a football game. It's like freshman year. I go to the restroom and there's a fucking crowd. I finally get to like my own like stall, and I turn and see there's a huge fucking pile of shit just on the ground, and people are just like, ah, and like motherfuckers are throwing like coins in it. Someone puts $1 on top of it.
Like it's a wishing well.
Dude, this shit was huge though. It was like a fucking cow shit, or a horse had just like fully just unleashed everything. I don't know how just went. Either one guy fucked up or like multiple people just like decided to take a shit on the ground.
Yeah, guarantee you that's what happened. People started to pile on, man. They're like, that's hilarious. I'm gonna shit on it next.
Oh, so yeah, that was fucking going. That was like my first football game. Ah, shit.
Wow. Wow. The fact that they were throwing coins on it, man.
Yeah, I know.
And then, you know, Mr. Monopoly had to go and throw some dollar bills on there. Like, meh, he's making it rain on a pile of shit. Like, oh my God. That's so funny. That's so funny. I've never experienced that.
I forgot about that until you said something. That shit on the floor.
Oh, dude. I can't. I think I'm at a loss for words now. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's plenty of like. There was this one time when I worked at the drugstore. There was a lot of incidences where there was problems with people's bowel movements, And the cashier was saying to the customer, do you smell something? And then the customer's like, no. And the customer leaves. And then one of the other, like the dude that was doing the stock, like stocking the shelves, he gets called up to the front and he has to clean this up. Apparently that customer had taken like went to the bathroom and then left a trail of doo-doo all the way from the bathroom, which is in the back of the store, up to the front, and then just had more diarrhea coming out, and it got into the mat, right? That they were standing on. There was a mat, and it soaked through the mat. So like he had to clean. I'm like, thank God I'm in photo.
No.
I don't have to clean that up.
God,
it was disgusting.
That fucking reminds me of someone else too, dude. This one time, when I was working retail, I had to follow this lady because, well, for one, I'm pretty sure she was just eating candy that we had on the floor, but the main reason was she was fucking dripping water, and we couldn't figure out like where, because she didn't have like a water bottle on her. And at one point, because like I thought it was just her that smelled, but it was also the water that was dripping. So I just got tired of it and I was about to leave, and I said, ma'am, like, I'm sorry, you're dripping, you can't be in here anymore because of the smell. I need you to go ahead and purchase your things and leave. And then yeah, it turned out, because like you could fully smell like her. It was like shit, piss all over her or whatever the fuck.
Oh my God.
And then like she went and bought a few things and left. So I put some customers through hell. And then a supervisor told me the next day that she saw that lady jump into the water fountain that's just right next to us and take a shower and proceed to walk into our store. So that's
okay.
what the dripping water was.
Okay.
But it was just like, dude, she didn't wash herself with anything. She just pissed or shat herself, fucking jumped in there and walked into the store. So she was dripping piss and shit as she was shopping through the store. And I couldn't until I just was like, you know what, this goes against fucking rules, but you gotta leave. Like, I'm fucking done. Nope, I can't. Nope. So
you're like kicking them out. Like,
yeah.
Ma'am, you have to leave. You're leaking.
Yeah, I said that. I was like, no, a little legit. I was like, miss, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You're leaking. Like, and the smell, I can't. That's literally all I fucking say. I couldn't get much else out. So I felt bad. I don't think I've ever seen her again before that or after that.
There was this
that was terrible. But go on.
Yeah, there was this one lady that I mean, you talking about that reminded me of this one lady at the drugstore that I worked at. She would come in and she was I don't know if she was schizophrenic, but like she would, I don't know what, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose her, but she was off, right? And she would come in and she would always just come in and she'd be like, where's my motherfucking matches? And then I'm like, here you go. And then she would just leave, right? Or she would just walk around and just browse, try to steal stuff, whatever. But one time I got a line and she was in my line, and I'm helping the customer in front of her, and then she's next. And then there's a woman behind her that has a little girl, maybe like 3 or 4 years old, in a stroller. And so the lady, she turns around and she looks at the little girl and she's like, is that your daughter? And then the lady's like, yes, it is. Oh, she is so precious. And she's like, thank you. He's like, you're welcome. And then she turns around and then the lady starts coming. She's like, I told that bitch I'm going to stab her if I see her fucking with my man again. Come on, bitch. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm like, oh. And so I'm like just trying to ring up the people as fast as I can. And then And then she just kept going, I told that bitch, I'm gonna fuck that bitch, I'm gonna stab her. And then I was like, oh God. And thankfully this lady only had like one thing of makeup. So I rang her up and then she paid and then she left. She didn't get motherfucking matches that time. But then the next lady with the daughter, like she comes up, I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like she comes in here all the time. She has a problem mentally. I'm really sorry. Like I couldn't apologize enough for that lady flipping out. And she wasn't directing it at the little girl or the mom, but
she was just saying stuff.
And I was like, oh dude, it was just crazy.
It just odd.
Yeah. That store was wild, man.
No,
That store was wild. Yeah. Like there was a lot of things that happened in there. And like it was just, yeah. Well, I think I told you some of the other stories. Yeah.
Yeah. Some.
Yeah. Like
I'm just thinking how funny it would be to have a show based on that, but like continually do random ass jobs that you wouldn't do in a convenience store like that. Like how you said, like there's a fucking hibachi grill, like you're just grilling out in the back one day for a bunch of people. Like you keep continuously trying different jobs inside your other job or some shit.
That's a great idea. Yeah, actually, I co-wrote a screenplay with a friend of mine. He had worked at Albertsons, and then I worked at that drugstore, and so we kind of combined some of the stories. But yeah, we wrote a screenplay for a movie. And it's written out. I have it on the computer, and it's all sorts of crazy stuff in that happened, and then other things that we added. But I did think like it would work better as like a TV show or a cartoon.
Is that the one that you showed me though?
Yeah, no, I think it is the minimum wage one.
Yeah,
it's that one. Yeah. So, but yeah, I do think that it would work as an animated show. And I've known other people who they said that they can animate stuff and put it on the computer, but then it always falls through. So I just kind of gave up on it. So, but I mean, fuck, the podcast thing always fell through, and now we're doing that. So maybe the show will show up at some point in time. So. But that place was wild.
Something to work towards.
Yeah, of course, man. Well, and then I can add the lady that the crazy lady from New York. So I told
a reoccurring guest just walking.
Oh my god!
I told her I'm gonna fucking stab that bitch. Just every fucking other episode or something.
Yeah, no, she was in it. Yeah, in the movie. But no, there was a lady from New York.
So it's different.
Yeah, it was a different one. She came in, and I remember how I told you that we had like a mailing center, a place where we mailed off stuff. Yeah, like a UPS store. We did that. And then we also had movies, right? Well, one time she came in and she was crying. Excuse me. She was crying and she says, "Could somebody please help me?" And so the woman running the mailing center, she comes up to her and she's like, "I can help you." And the whole time this is happening, I'm at Register 1, which was attached to the mailing center. And she's like, "I could help you." And then the woman says, "Can you please put this picture in this box? I can't open it." And so the mailing center employee says, "Sure, I could do that." So she's trying to open this box, and it's like a plastic box with like not latches, but whatever. Anyway, so she tries to open it. She finally opens it, and when she does, like there's this powder that comes up, and she's like, "Okay." And then so she puts the picture in there and then closes it. And we weren't worried about anthrax or anything, but probably should have been. But so one of the questions that we were supposed to ask, what are the contents of the package? And so she's like, what are the contents of the package? And the woman says, "They're my husband's ashes, and I need to send them to his sister in New York." And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't think you could do that. So she's like, "I don't know if we can send ashes through the mail. I need to go talk to a manager." right? So anyways, all that is going on, and then they're like, yeah, we could send it. And um so she's going through the whole mess and then telling her the price, and she's like, oh, I don't have any money on me. I don't have that much money on me. Can I go to I need to go to the ATM and then I'll be back. Can you hold on to this for me? So we've got a box of ashes sitting on the little like island in the mailing center, just waiting to be shipped off. And then the lady comes back and she's like, I don't have enough money in my account. Can you wait until Thursday when I get paid? Like, lady, this isn't a mortuary. We're not holding on to your husband's ashes. You're gonna have to take them with you, right? But it was just so funny because
She just left him there.
yeah, oh god, yeah, I know. Yeah, did your husband want his ashes spread in a drugstore? Because that's what we're gonna do. But so like later, of course, the mailing center lady, she was like all freaked out, and she's like, and I go up to her, I'm like, hey, um, what's that on your shoulder? And then she's like, I'm like, is that dandruff? And and then she's like, no. And then I'm like, have you tried Head and Shoulders? Maybe it is Head and Shoulders. And then I started laughing, and she's like, she's all like freaked out. I hated that bitch anyway, so she took my job. But yeah,
okay.
so it's just funny to me. So I didn't get in trouble for it, so that was good. But yeah,
Dude, you want here's a dumb one. Something I probably could have gotten in trouble for. So in the morning when I used to work like a morning stock for retail, I took the stuffing from the purses, and because we were in the jewelry section about to have a group meeting in front of the store manager, I call my friend and she looks up and I throw the stuffing at the because it's like COVID, so there's the plexiglass at the station now, so I threw it right at the plexiglass and she fucking jumps and the manager starts fucking laughing. I was like, oh, you're there? Well, I'm not gonna get in trouble, you laughing, so good.
Yeah, that's funny. Did I tell you the story about that same lady with the movie with the that did the mailing center ashes thing? Did I tell you the one where she tried to get her late fee waived? No. Okay, this one is my favorite. So so she comes up, and we still rented out VHS. This is how long ago it was. We rented out VHS and DVDs, and she comes up and she's like, I want to watch this movie, but I have a late fee, and I heard that you guys can go ahead and waive the late fee for me. And I'm like, well, let me see how much you have. And it was like $7. I'm like, ma'am, I'm sorry, it's $7. I can't waive this fee. And she's like, well, my husband had died, and just things that I'm like, lady, your husband died a year ago. Like, this is what I'm thinking. Your husband died a year ago. You can't keep blaming everything on that. I understand how hard it is, but like, come on, like a late fee for get over it. So she's like, are you sure there's nothing you could do? I'm like, there's nothing I can do, ma'am. And she's like, okay. So later I'm talking to the assistant manager. He was really cool. Like me, and like at late at night, I would end up we would end up saying stuff on the overcom or the intercom, whatever, like over the speaker. Like I would ask, I'm like, Mr. So-and-so, I need a price check on a golden shower rod, and like just golden showers, whatever. So I'm like, Mr. So-and-so, can you please dial extension 867-5309? So it's from a song, but anyways, so I would just do shit like that because I was bored. And but so I'm talking to him, and this lady comes up, and she ends up saying to him, she's like, I was trying to get a movie, but I have a late fee, and my husband, he died. Is there any way that we can go ahead and get this late fee taken care of He's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's company policy. We can't waive any late fees. And he's all, are you sure? And he's like, there's nothing I can do. She's like, are you sure there's nothing we can do? And then as she says that, she's wearing this dress, this long dress with like a slit on the side. And she like sticks her leg out and she's like trying to seduce the manager for a $7 late fee. She's like, are you sure there's nothing we can do? I'm like, what the fuck? And then I lost it. So I leave the conversation. I go up to the office, and I'm sure he probably could have heard me laughing. Like I was laughing my ass off. And they're still talking. So I end up trying to save him. I'm like, and I call him into the office, and he's like, I gotta go. And he comes up and his face is like bright red. And I'm like, so is there anything you're gonna do for her? And he's like, oh, it was so funny. That lady was crazy. And she was a regular.
God.
We had so many weird regular customers, but I think it's because we were right across the street from a trailer park. So it does explain a lot, man. It explains a lot. It was fantastic, man.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Yeah. That's good times, man. But yeah, I mean, one of these days I would like to get all those stories out there and then maybe make some sort of a show about it. So I do like your idea of just like every week having like some random new thing. Like we're trying to boost.
Like what are the coworkers just like using the job as another job, like site or some shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just thinking like, they're trying to always drum up extra business. So they're trying to do other things like open up a gym, or opening up like having a hibachi grill, like all that kind of stuff, So
yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah, it'd be great. I got more stories too, but I'll save it for another day.
Yeah,
for another time. So I think, it's getting time to eat. So
true.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we've been talking a long time about absolutely nothing. So
yeah,
but yeah,
fun.
So all right, man, I'm gonna let you go.
All right.
And we'll record another one sometime.
Yeah, we'll talk again soon. Sick of some shit.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
All right, man. Have a good day.
All right, you
talk
too.
to you later. Peace out.
All right, later.